Dom Ferdinand II was a German prince of the House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha-Koháry, and King of Portugal jure uxoris as the husband of Queen Maria II, for the birth of the son in 1837 to her death in 1853. In keeping with Portuguese law, only after the birth of his son in 1837 did he acquire the title of king. Ferdinand's reign came to an end with the death of his wife in 1853, but he served as regent for his son and successor, King Pedro V, until 1855. He and Maria founded the House of Braganza-Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, which would rule Portugal until 1910. Early life. Born Ferdinand August Franz Anton in Vienna, he was the eldest son of Prince Ferdinand of Saxe-Coburg-Saalfeld and his wife Princess Maria Antonia Koháry de Csa, heiress to the House of Koháry. The younger Ferdinand grew up in several places: the family estates in modern-day Slovakia, the imperial court of Austria and Germany. He was a nephew of King Leopold I of Belgium, and thus a first cousin to Leopold II of Belgium and Empress Carlota of Mexico, as well as Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom and her husband Prince Albert. In 1826, his title changed from Prince of Saxe-Coburg-Saalfeld to Prince of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, following the rearrangement of the Saxon duchies. King of Portugal. According to Portuguese law, the husband of a queen regnant could only be titled king after the birth of an heir from that marriage. This was the reason Maria II's first husband, August W. Hamise, Duke of Leuchtenberg, never acquired the title of king. After the birth of their eldest son and heir, the future Pedro V of Portugal, Ferdinand was proclaimed King Dom Fernando II. Although it was Maria who reigned by right, the royal couple formed an effective team during their joint reign, with Ferdinand reigning by himself during his wife's pregnancies. Eventually, Maria II died as a result of the birth of their 11th child, and Ferdinand II's reign ended. However, he would assume the regency of Portugal from 1853 to 1855, during the minority of his son King Pedro V's later life. In 1869 he rejected an offer to assume the throne of Spain. Ferdinand was an intelligent and artistically minded man with modern and liberal ideas. He was adept at etching, pottery and painting aquarelles. He was the president of the Royal Academy of Sciences and the Arts, Lord Protector of the University of Coimbra and Grand Master of the Rosicrucians. In 1838, he acquired the former Hieronymite monastery of Our Lady of Peña, which had been built by King Manuel I in 1511 on the top of the hill above Sintra and had been left unoccupied since 1834, when the religious orders were suppressed in Portugal. The monastery consisted of the cloister and its outbuildings, the chapel, the sacristy and the bell tower, which today formed the northern section of the Peña National Palace. Ferdinand began by making repairs to the former monastery, which, according to the historical sources of that time, was in poor condition. He refurbished the whole of the upper floor, replacing the 14 cells used by the monks with larger-sized rooms and covering them with the vaulted ceilings that can still be seen today. In 1843, the king decided to enlarge the palace by building a new wing with even larger rooms, ending in a circular tower next to the new kitchens. The building work was directed by the Baron van Esquerge, a wild architectural fantasy in an eclectic style full of symbolism that could be compared with the Castle Neuschwanstein of King Ludwig II of Bavaria. The palace was built in such a way as to be visible from any point in the park, which consists of a forest and luxuriant gardens with over 500 different species of trees originating from the four corners of the earth. Ferdinand would spend his last years in this castle with his second wife, receiving the greatest artists of his time. Marriages and descendants. In 1836 Ferdinand married Maria II, Queen Regent of Portugal, the daughter and heiress of King Pedro IV. 11 children were born to the royal couple before Maria died of complications due to childbirth in 1853. Ferdinand was destined to outlive 8 of his 11 children. In late 1861, an attack of cholera typhoid fever struck the royal family and Ferdinand suffered the tragedy of witnessing the death of 3 of his 5 surviving sons. Later in his life, Ferdinand married again in Lisbon on 10 June 1869 to actress Eliza Hensler. Just before the marriage, she was created Gräfin von Edler by Ferdinand's cousin Ernest II, Duke of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. The couple had no children. Ancestry. Titles, styles and honors. Titles and styles: the 29th of October 1816 to 12 November 1826. His Serene Highness Prince Ferdinand of Saxe-Coburg-Saalfeld. The 12th of November 1826 to 1 January 1836. His Serene Highness Prince Ferdinand of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. The 1st of January 1836 to 16 September 1837, His Royal Highness the Prince Consort of Portugal. The 16th of September 1837 to 15 November 1853, His Most Faithful Majesty the King of Portugal and the Algarves. The 15th of November 1853 to 15 December 1885, His Most Faithful Majesty King Ferdinand II of Portugal. Honours: Domestic Knight, Grand Cross of the Military Order of Our Knights of Lord Jesus Christ. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of St. Benedict of Aviz. Knight, Grand Cross of the Military Order of St. James of the Sword. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of the Immaculate Conception of Villa Vicosa. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of the Tower and Sword. Medal of Distinguished Service. Foreign Spain. Knight of the Order of the Golden Fleece. Kingdom of Sardinia. Knight of the Order of the Most Holy Annunciation. Austrian Empire. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of St. Stephen of Hungary. Empire of Brazil. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of the Southern Cross. Empire of Brazil. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of Pedro I. Empire of Brazil. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of the Rose. Belgique. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of Leopold. Kingdom of Saxony. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of the Rue Crown. Kingdom of Saxony. Knight, Grand Cross of the Military Order of St. Henry, Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. Knight, Grand Cross of the Saxe-Ernestine House Order. Prussia. Knight of the Order of the Black Eagle. Prussia. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of the Red Eagle. Russia. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of St. Andrew. Russia. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of St. Alexander Nevsky. Russia. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of the White Eagle. France. Knight, Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor. Denmark. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of the Elephant. Netherlands. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of the Netherlands Lion. Sweden. Knight, Grand Cross of the Royal Order of the Seraphim. Two Sicilies. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of St. Ferdinand and of Merit.